Speaking to Robert Kirenga, the Executive Director, National Coalition of Human Rights Defenders, citizens are hesitant to defend human rights defenders, noting that they are often looked at as political figures rather than individuals advocating for fundamental rights.
Lack of information, two, the fear that there has been instilled into them, and third, lack of empowerment. In other words, if you do not know your rights, there is no way you can demand them. Some people see rights as privileges. When you talk about efforts by services by government, some people see them as privileges from government. For example, the right to medical treatment, the right to health care, people see them as these are privileges from government, but that is your right. You have a right to be treated when you go to a government, and that's why people pay taxes.
According to Kirenga, the country is governed by laws that regulate peaceful demonstrations. He emphasized that for any protest or demonstration to be lawful, organizers must follow specific guidelines laid out in the Public Order Management Act, which includes notifying the government in advance.
For you to be able to, this country is governed by laws. So for you to have a peaceful demonstration or assemble somewhere or be able to gather requires you to follow certain guidelines as provided for in the Public Order Management Act of 2013. It states that you have to notify the police of what you want to do, who you are, how many you are, and so that they can provide guidance. The reason you notify police is not to seek for their permission. No, it's to guarantee your security and safety, including the safety and security of others who are not involved in your activity. So,
Kirenga pointed out that the human rights are enshrined in the country's constitution, and as human beings, everyone is born with these rights. He emphasized the importance of exercising these rights, but also stressed that the exercise of one's rights comes with an obligation to respect the rights of others.
People exercise these fundamental rights because they are provided for in the constitution. These are entitlements. They are not something that the state gives you. As a human being, you're born with this, and that's what you should be. The whole thing is that in exercising your fundamental rights, you must also fulfill your obligation or responsibilities. That your rights stop where the other citizen's rights begin. So you cannot come and say, I'm exercising freedom of movement and enter anybody's office. You cannot say, I'm exercising the right to assembly and go and stand somewhere anywhere in the middle of the road and say, I'm exercising my right to assembly.
Referencing Article 38 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, Kirenga reminded the public that every citizen has the right to participate in the governance of their country.
Article 38 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, as amended, provides that citizens have the right to participate in the governance affairs of their country through either one, elected representatives like councillors and their MPs, two, through civic organizations. So when civic organizations and NGOs organize themselves to demonstrate against rampant corruption, poor service delivery, then they are exercising their fundamental.
However, Kirenga cautioned that while exercising fundamental rights, individuals must ensure that the rights of others are not violated in the process.
In the act of demonstrating, are they affecting other people's rights? Are they destroying public property? That's when you would say that these ones have another agenda.
He explained that a wide range of emergency protection services are available depending on the nature of the threat. These services include legal representation, medical support, psychosocial services, and even relocation assistance for those in immediate danger.
We have a broad range of emergency and protection services depending on the nature of threat or attack a human rights defender gets. One, we have legal representation, where we provide lawyers to support your either police bail application or police bond application or the court bail, or representing you based in the due process. Two, we provide medical support to human rights defenders who are under threat or attack as a result of the work they are doing. If you've been assaulted, must be rated, the assault must be linked to, there must be a nexus between the act of assaulting and what you are doing. If you are assaulted because you were drunk in a bar somewhere, that's not, you are not doing human rights defenders work. So we need to qualify it. Three, we provide psychosocial support to human rights defenders who are traumatized as a result of the attacks or threats they face. We also provide what we call relocation. In other words, the human rights defenders can be relocated to somewhere, a safe zone, where he can be able to continue doing his work.
Robert further called on the public to understand the roles of human rights defenders and to offer their support, reminding them that defending human rights is not a political act but a moral obligation to uphold dignity and justice for all.